The Mushin way to making better decisions is simply a practice. The more you practice, the better you get at it. And it culminates with this iconic consumer product brand called Old Spice. Who remembers these beautiful bottles, right? I bought these for my dad. I bought these for my dad years ago. Old Spice was created in 1938. One fragrance. I don't even know if you want to call it a fragrance. It was called Glacial Falls. Okay, wait, there's talcum powder. I still remember my dad putting big baby powder on him, cologne, aftershave lotion. So Old Spice was falling victim to all these 5 traps I shared with you. Solutions, Axe body spray came on the scene. All those cool boys spraying themselves, eating away at Old Spice's margins. The word old is in their product line, okay? You know, come on. I mean, you might think you have a problem with your association name. No, if it's not old, what, okay? These guys were getting killed. Okay, but then they applied the 5 solutions, starting with a strong team. In 2008, they hired Weedman and Kennedy, this amazing advertising firm that helped them with all the other traps. They got free and clear of distractions. They were able to find a good balance between their head and heart, art and science. They had brainstormed ideas and came up on the one, and then they executed it. They needed to get their swagger back. They needed to be a premier brand. They wanted to find that key market of males aged 12 to 34 and double sales within 2 years. 2008, they rolled out Old Spice Swagger. And they still call it Old Spice. Nothing changed besides the way they presented it. They made great decisions along the way. They didn't fall victim to historical bias and say, well, we've always offered those clunky white bottles. That's our brand. Yeah, maybe if you want to sell to those Brooklyn hipsters, right? If you know, that small niche of throwback people isn't going to make the numbers. And if you've ever seen these commercials, I saw one in the room yesterday. The commercials are hilarious. They're light. Old Spice targeted older, distinguished gentlemen. Now they're targeting boys 12 to men 34 with hilarious commercials, with a great product line. They're thriving. And in that 2-year period where they wanted to double sales, they quadruple sales. Now, how would you like to quadruple your membership? Well, some of you might not say, oh my God, I can't deal with any more. Right? But it's about making the right decisions. And if you tell me, right, I make all the right decisions all the time, you know, you can turn your back and one of your staff members are going to do the equivalent of what my daughter did cutting somebody's hair, okay? You don't want them to do that with your biggest client. So it's a practice. It's a practice. We're never going to avoid all of those traps. We're going to fall in those traps. Our staff is going to fall into our traps. Our kids are going to fall in their traps more often than not. So it's simply a practice of getting better at decision making.